I want to quickly talk to you about the best credit cards that offer a pre-approval or a pre-qualification this year. But before I actually give you the names of the providers, let me first explain to you what credit card pre-approval really means because a lot of folks have no idea about the pre-approval versus pre-qualification and what the conditions really are. Okay, so credit card pre-approval means that an issuer, such as Capital One or Chase or Bank of America, has reviewed your credit history, and they did so using a soft credit inquiry to actually determine your eligibility for a credit card. So this is pretty straightforward. So they will do a soft credit check just to make sure that you actually fit within the criteria they have actually pre-established. Okay, so soft credit checks don't affect your credit at all. So that means what? It means your FICO score is not going to change because you have a soft pull. Now a hard pull is totally different, right? A hard pull may actually may let you lose about 5 to 10 points off your FICO score. So this is important. So if you submit a formal application for a credit card, just keep in mind the card issuer will likely run a hard credit check before making a final decision. I mean, no credit card provider will ever give you a credit card without doing a hard pull. It doesn't exist. I don't care how good you think your financial condition is. They'll still do a hard pull before actually giving you a credit card. Okay. So, but as part of the pre-approval process, there's no hard pull. So pre-approval credit card offers are not guaranteed, and sometimes they expire. I mean, this is an important element. Now, pre-qualification. Pre-qualification only indicates that you are likely to be approved for a credit card is not a guarantee either. Okay. Additionally, a hard inquiry is actually is there once you formally apply. So, what are the top issuers offering pre-approval or pre-qualification this year? You have Capital One, you have Chase, you have American Express, you have Citibank, you have Discover, you have Bank of America, you have Wells Fargo. I'll go through the details for each of them, but you need to understand that not every credit card is eligible for a pre-qualification, and you will have to inquire with the issuer to determine which offers you may be pre-approved for, if any. Okay, and also if your preferred card issuer is not actually listed in today's conversation, it's just better to contact the company directly to ask if they have pre-qualified credit card offers. So this is, yeah, it's always good to ask. So one thing I want to say here is that the banks offering pre-approval for credit card this year, you have. I mean, I first want to talk about Capital One. So if you think about Capital One, one thing you need to understand is that Capital One wants to have your name, date of birth, social security number. They're not doing a hard pull, but they still need your social, your address, your email, your phone number, your employment status, your occupation, annual income. They'll ask you whether you have a mortgage or rent, bank account information, your citizenship, and the type of card you are considering. Okay, so basically, you have a series of credit cards to think about. You have the Capital One Quicksilver Cash Rewards credit card, the Capital One Saver Cash Rewards, the Capital One Venture Rewards, the Capital One Venture Rewards credit card. Okay, Venture One Rewards, the Capital One Platinum credit card, the Capital One Quicksilver Cash Rewards credit card, the Capital One Quicksilver Secured, and the Platinum Secured. Okay, so you have if you go to Capital One's website, they have a pre-approval tool, and you can see what you qualify for. Let me give you a few examples. You can see on the screen here the Capital One Venture Rewards credit card. This is a card that allows you to have to earn 75,000 bonus miles plus a $250 travel credit from Capital One. You have the Capital One Venture X Rewards credit card. This is actually a pretty good credit card also, but this card actually has an annual fee of $395. And you have the Capital One Saver Cash Rewards credit card. This credit card has no annual fee. Okay, that's really cool. So that's for Capital One. For Chase, you have the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the Freedom Unlimited, the Freedom Flex, the Slate Edge, the Southwest Rapid Rewards Plus credit card, and the new United Explorer credit card. This is kind of cool. And credit card applications actually for Chase usually they usually ask for the same info like your name, first name, last name. But it's better if you are an existing Chase customer. Okay. So let me give you a few examples here. You have the Chase Sapphire Preferred Card. And you also have the Chase Sapphire Reserve Card. And finally, you have the Chase Freedom Unlimited Card. So you also have the American Express. So basically, American Express has a series of credit card approvals, okay? And so you have the Blue Cash Everyday Card, the Blue Cash Preferred Card, the American Express Gold Card, the Platinum Card from American Express, the Green Card, the Hilton credit cards, the Marriott credit cards, and the Delta airline credit cards. Now, pre-approval is not available for business credit cards at American Express. Okay, so this is something you need to really know. And I'm showing you a few of those cards on the screen. So here is the Platinum card from American Express. So you can qualify for pre-approval on this card. This card allows you to earn 80,000 points, but the card has actually a $695 fee. You also have another card I want to share with you. This is the American Express Gold Card. And this card has a welcome bonus of 60,000 points. But the card actually charges you a $325 fee. You also have the Blue Cash Preferred Card. So this is a good card when it comes to flexibility. Let me explain. The card gives you a welcome bonus of $250. There is no annual fee, okay? And but the card allows you to actually have all kinds of like you can actually you can reap rewards with this card. You also have Citi. So Citi cards are also eligible for pre-qualification offers. So you'll be asked for your name, address, and the last four digits of your social security number. And the single form evaluates your approval for several cards you may be qualified for. So you have the Citi Double Cash Card, the Citi Diamond Preferred Card, the Citi Simplicity Card, the Citi Custom Cash Card, and the Citi Rewards Plus Card. And you can actually use the Citi's pre-approval tool on their website. So you also have Discover. Okay, so like Citi, existing and potential Discover cardholders can use a single landing page to determine which credit cards they are pre-qualified for. And you are asked to provide your name, your annual income, your monthly bill payments, your housing status, and more. Okay. And Discover, you have some kind of flexibility. So you have Discover It Miles, for instance. You have Discover It Student Cashback, Discover It Cashback, and you also have the Discover It Chrome. Okay. Among others, by the way, among others. So that's for the Discover card. You also have the Bank of America credit card. I mean, Bank of America actually allows you to have a flexibility also. So if you are an existing Bank of America customer, you can log into your account to learn about targeted card offers. And Bank of America does not offer an online pre-approval page for the general public. But if you are an existing customer, you may receive pre-qualified credit card offers by mail, okay? And so that's kind of cool. That's really good. So some cards include a Bank of America Travel Rewards credit card. You have the Premium Rewards Elite credit card. You have also the Bank America card. This is a card that not a lot of folks know about, but the card is pretty good. You have the Bank of America Unlimited Cash Rewards credit card. And you have the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards credit card. One thing I want to say is that Bank of America is pretty, they're not as as diverse, they're not as diverse as maybe Chase or Capital One in terms of credit cards, but the few credit cards they have, those are really good credit cards. Those are really good credit cards, especially if you are an existing Bank of America customer. It really pays big time to do business with Bank of America if you're thinking about getting a credit card from them, because this is how you actually can reap rewards. You can reap better rewards all the time. If you're looking for the best credit cards that offer pre-approval or pre-qualification, you also want to think about Wells Fargo. I mean, Wells Fargo is a pretty good credit card provider, and they have actually recently revamped their offer. So this is really good from a flexibility point of view. Okay, so Wells Fargo provides a pre-qualification tool to determine which cards may be a great choice for you, and this is really cool. Especially one thing I want to say is that Wells Fargo gives you the possibility of being pre-approved for their own credit card, but also being pre-approved for co-branded co-branded credit cards. Okay, so while some credit cards are pre-approved, depending on the Wells Fargo tool, some co-branded cards direct you to a pre-approval tool associated with a co-brand. So this is kind of cool. Anyway, you have a pre-approval model. You may also receive pre-approval offers for cards issued by Wells Fargo through the mail. Okay, so you have the Wells Fargo autograph card, the Wells Fargo autograph journey card. You have the Wells Fargo Attune card, the Wells Fargo Reflect card. So this is cool. You also have the Wells Fargo Active Cash card. And then in terms of co-branding, you have the Choice Privileges Select MasterCard. So the Choice Privileges actually is a pretty good card for specific niches. Okay. You also have the One Key card, and you have the One Key Plus card. One thing I want to say here is that even if you are redirected to a pre-approval page, just make sure that you read the fine print, that you read the info above the checkbox before clicking submit. So I just shared with you the best credit cards that offer pre-approval or pre-qualification this year. Let me first explain to you what the pros and cons, what kind of pros and cons you can think about when you consider credit card pre-approval. So let me first talk about the pros. So when you think about pre-approval, you have a very easy way to determine which cards you may be eligible for, right? So there's no randomness here. There's no there is certainty, and that's what you want. You want certainty, and the whole process will not affect your credit will not affect your credit. So your FICO score will not be affected at all. Okay, so you know that you could qualify or may not qualify, but at least you have certainty. You're able to gain guidance on the type of cards you may be approved for, because maybe you're looking for a rewards credit card, but you went through the pre-qualification tool and you realize, oh, maybe I just rather apply for a cashback credit card. Okay, and also there are some issuers that may even share your potential credit limits and APR through the pre-qualification process. So you know that you could qualify for a 5,000 credit limits or 10,000 credit limits. So that's really good. And mailed pre-approvals may offer increased reward earnings, including higher welcome bonuses. So this is kind of cool. On the flip side, if you think about pre-approval, it takes time to fill out the form, and it can be a hassle if you have to fill out many forms. Okay, I mean that's one of those things where you just gotta go through it, especially if you are trying to see your chances of approval. Okay, and offers are not final. If you go through a pre-approval offer is not final. Not all cards or banks offer pre-qualification, and pre-qualified offers usually have an expiration date, so they want you to really act fast. Okay, So if you have a CTA, if you have a call to action that says respond by this date, this kind of pressure is a little it can be a little detrimental. Okay. But one thing I want to say here is that applying for pre-approval on a card issuer's website is actually a good choice for you if you want to know whether you will be approved. So if you are unsure how issuers evaluate your credit worthiness, a pre-approval process is a relatively easy way to determine which credit cards you may be eligible for. Okay, so pre-approval or pre-qualification are good options if you are unsure which card you also want. The tool allows you to shop around and see, you can even shop among card issuers without affecting your credit score. So sometimes the card issuer may even share their APR with you. So this is really cool. So if you want to get pre-approved or pre-qualified for a credit card, you need to go to the card issuer's pre-approval tool on the company's website and fill in the required details. Because the thing is, every issuer may require different information. So it's best to be prepared, right? So you want to have your personal and financial info handy, like your social security number, your annual income, your monthly debts, and housing status. So this is housing status, it's either rent or mortgage information. Okay. So once you're ready, you want to consider the following points. You have to understand that there is a difference between mailed pre-approval offers and online pre-approval offers. They are totally different. So for mailed pre-approval offers, you want to respond by phone or online using the offer details, including the instructions. For online pre-approval offers, pre-approval decisions are instant, and they may include details like rates, credit limits, and APR, and you can then proceed with the formal application. Okay, and if you are denied, the issuer must provide a reason. So you want to use the feedback to improve your credit and reapply in a few months, or you can even try another issuer. It's one of those things where it's like a trial and error. Okay, so this is important, and the pre-approval will never hurt your credit. I want to finish today's conversation on that. So pre-approval will never hurt your credit. Card issuers perform a soft credit check for pre-approval, meaning your credit check will not be affected. Okay, but just remember that if you submit a formal application, at that time they will have to do a hard pull, and a hard pull will actually show up on your credit report and may cause your score to actually dip temporarily. So just be aware of that. And in terms of the kind of credit score that is needed for pre-approval, you just want to do your best to increase your credit score, because every credit card provider has a different credit score requirement, credit score minimum that they're looking for pre-approval or for pre-qualification. So here's an epilogue. In today's conversation, I spoke to you about the best credit cards that offer pre-approval or pre-qualification this year. I explained what those providers are and the pros and cons and how to get pre-approved or pre-qualified. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.